returning hungry people. My name is Joe. This is the Joe is Hungry channel, where we try to remain objective even when things are not looking so good, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. I would like to extend a very special shout out to Andrew S., Maximilian W. for selflessly supporting the channel, Emma, Tyler, Mario, Kimberly, and Dylan. Thank you for supporting the channel, and happy birthday. Emma, I am sorry for being late on your birthday. Liv, Sam, Matthew, and Courtney, Leland, Eli, Clayton, and Isaac, TJ, BJ, Janet, and Victor, happy birthday to each and every one of you. With that out of the way, now it's time to head over to Arby's to review the new Bourbon Barbecue chicken sandwich, which is made of 1 crispy chicken fillet, melted cheddar cheese, brown sugar bacon, how many strips? Only Arby's knows, crispy onions, bourbon barbecue sauce on a toasted brioche bun. They also have the Bourbon Barbecue brisket sandwich, which we're not reviewing today. It has the exact same ingredients except brisket for chicken. Each one of these will shut down your daily diet count to the tune of 737 calories. I have the nutritional information for both on the screen and in the description below. To possess one of these, Arby's will fleece you for an popping $7.49, making a medium combo for $11.99 before taxes in Georgia. Good for us, maybe not so much for Arby's. They have serving weights in their nutritional information. And according to Arby's own documentation, each one of these should weigh in at 241 grams or 8.50 ounces. If you do a little bit of fuzzy cat math, you come up to preliminary, and I do stress preliminary, high-end price of 88 cents an ounce. Is Arby's going to turn over a new leaf, serve these things fresh and piping hot, or are we going to be faced with the lukewarm, pre-cooked doldrums that we're so used to? I can tell you we will find out shortly when we roll the drive-thru ad. Arby's in Cartersville, Georgia. Let's see how they do this time.
Welcome to Arby's. Take a second to look at the menu. We'll be right with you.
Sure.
Welcome to Arby's. Go ahead with your order.
I had the online order for the barbecue, or the Bourbon Barbecue chickens.
Okay, if you can, okay, if you can just pull around, we'll have you ready.
All right.
You had the online order. Is there any way you can pull up less than 2 minutes?
Okay, off to the penalty box for me.
What are you waiting on?
4 chickens. Thank you, my dear. Alrighty, thank you. I've got my chickens. Let's pull off to a better spot and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Barbecue chicken number 1 is 190.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Barbecue chicken number 2 is 170.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Barbecue chicken number 3 is 180.5 degrees Fahrenheit. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I like my temperatures at 140 degrees or above. Hotter is always better. Arby's, Cartersville, you did it for me today. You came through, you passed the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to weigh this subject, count the bacon, take this thing down to the bare essentials, head back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Well, Arby's, they didn't do too bad on the temperature test. I didn't have a lot of high hopes for that, but they made it. Are they going to pass the next hurdle? Well, to make it fair, we're going to take off for this packaging. In other words, we're going to set the tear on the scales. Barbecue chicken number 1 weighs in at 7.60 ounces or 216 grams. Barbecue chicken number 2 weighs in at 7.25 ounces or 205 grams. Barbecue chicken number 3 weighs in at 6.75 ounces or 191 grams. Well, the weights, they're kind of all over the place. Maybe a different time, a different date. I might have let them scrimp by on this, but there's almost an ounce difference between the heaviest and the lightest with this small of a sandwich. So today, Arby's, Cartersville, you fail the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. Well, they are consistent about one thing. They're well below their own posted serving weights of 8.50 ounces. There's definitely some scrimping going on somewhere. So today, Arby's, Cartersville, again, you fail the Joe is Hungry weight test. Well, that only leaves one more thing, and that would be to add them all up, average them out, do the math, and you come up with a fairly high-priced $1.04 an ounce. So now it's time to do the one and only, the Joe is Hungry big reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like, and we saw how much it was. Not too terribly far off from its ad photos. It seems like that chicken breast is a little bit smaller than I expected. I don't have that overhang factor going on there like it was showing me in the photograph. However, they didn't say how much bacon. Well, I have some post-autopsy reconstructive surgery photos, and you're gonna get about 2 slices of bacon on a good day. Enough said. So that only leaves one more thing to do, and that would be the one and only, the Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is. Bite test, engage.
You shut me down. You shut me down. You shut me down. You shut me down. You're screaming at me. What did I do? All I've done wrong is loving you. 'Cause I've been spending all my time with you. Yeah.
Definitely crispy. Pulled straight out of the fryer. I'll give him that. Could have used a little bit more barbecue sauce. More onion rings would have been a nice touch. Even though I could taste the bacon, it could have used a little bit more. Before I can give this thing a score, I would like to see what the man behind the scenes has to say. Roll the odometer back to the very beginning and do the Joe is Hungry Sneak-a-Doodle Bite. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 1. Sneak-a-Doodle Bite number 2. Hey, I thought we did 3 bites. What's going on with that?
If you remember number 1, we are on a diet, so we have to cut back. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the chicken patty was definitely dropped order. It is very crispy. As far as the onions, they're in very short supply. I can barely taste them. The bacon is crunchy, although they could use a little bit more of that. Of course they could. The bread isn't terribly stale. Anyway, now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is that slippery slope to the pits and tips of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves.
Arby's, not a terrible tasting sandwich, although it seemed like it was in short supply of just about everything. An awful big price for such a small sandwich. And guys, if you gotta have an Arby's chicken sandwich, just get the 2 for $6 special and let this one skip on by. And Arby's, for the short wait, you earn a 4.9. That is my number. This is my review, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.